Hey guys, how's it going? It's Shinobi here, and I'm making a video like you've seen in the intro there where I leveled up in that one specific location, and I leveled there from 87 to 90. The video will be in an annotation probably at the end of the video, as well as my UI video. People have been asking for that video, and I put it out like a month ago, but they don't go and look through the history and the past videos that I did. So that'll be there at the end of the video as well too, just to answer some of those questions for you guys on what I did to level up. But also what I did to level up this hunter is, hunters are looking really good in PvP. I've always wanted to play a hunter. I haven't played one since BC, and I decided, I got high ranked in PvP before with a hunter. Let's relearn the class type thing. So some things that I found interesting while leveling up, I want to share with you guys and maybe help you level up quicker. And you can also use this spec slash glyph slash talent situation with just even farming as well too, because it works really nicely. So let's take a look first at the basics here, where specialization is survival. In my opinion, it's by far the best leveling spec, which is really weird because back in the day, Beastmaster used to be the best for leveling up. And survival just seems a lot better because AoE is a huge part of the game now, and survival does it really well. So obviously, you can go through and you can read all the stuff you get from survival. Just take my word on it. It's really nice. I mean, other specs have shown to be nice too, though. But that's just my opinion right there. So, survival. It's great. So what do we get from survival? What's going to be so great about that? Well, one thing that's good about survival is that your Serpent Sting, which is your dot ability, I can show you right here if you don't know what Serpent Sting is, which puts a nature damage dot on a target. When you use multi-shot as survival, you apply the Serpent Sting dot to all the mobs the multi-shot hits, and multi-shot hits everything that's obviously in front of you. So that's really huge for doing damage. As you saw in the clip before, you saw just how much damage you can really put out, and it's really nice. So I'm going to show you a couple macros that are going to be cool in just a second, but let's talk about the pet right here. Now, this pet's nothing special, it's just a cat. All you have to do is get a cat pet. Now, some other pets have been argued to be pretty good as well for leveling up, but the reason I like the cat pet is I'll show you right here. You get this Roar of Courage, which gives you 3,000 mastery to yourself and the party members and everything like that. 45-second cooldown, so literally like every AoE pull you're doing, you're gonna get that, which is really great. Then when you use Stampede, you can use a lot of other pets too, and mix and match those. They're gonna give you multiple buffs as well, so that's definitely really good. So definitely keep that in consideration. So that mastery, what's that gonna do for us though? Well, let's go take a look. Look down here in our mastery for ranged, and increases all magical damage dealt by 15%. So when that goes off, if I can trigger that real quick, jumps up. So now it's 20%, so increase all magical damage by 5% pretty much just for that pet ability, which is going to let that nice damage like your explosive trap do more damage because it is more magical damage, as well as the Serpent Sting too. Which is just going to be more damage, just more, and that's pretty much it. As far as the AoE goes, like I said, the main abilities are going to be your multi-shot and the explosive trap. Those are going to be your main abilities, and then just trying to, keep up the Cobra shot as much as possible to get your focus back. So those are kind of the main things as well. Now, as far as the spec that you want to go for your pet, you want to go Tenacity for your pet because you're going to get Thunder Stomp, which is good, which is going to be an AoE ability. You're going to be AoE mobs, that's great. The reason I keep saying AoE is while you're leveling up, it makes more sense to pull, like say you have a quest to go kill 10 mobs. Go pull every one of those mobs. Go pull 10 of them. Kill them all down. You're done. That's the faster you're moving, the more it makes more sense. If you're single targeting mobs down, you're going to level too slow. And this character went from 85 to 90 really quickly. And, thanks to that spot that I made in that video too, 87 to 90 was really quick. Took me like 6 hours total, which is pretty good. So yeah, and then also he gets a great stamina because he's going to be taking some damage as well. So how is he going to be taking so much damage? What is it that's going to be, keeping aggro? Like how does he manage to keep aggro on all these mobs? Well, I'm going to show you right now. We have some glyphs here. These are the two most important ones you can have. The third one can be whatever. However, Glyph of Mending, you have to have this. You got to keep your pet alive. You got to heal him for more. Let's see that heal right there. See how much it'll tick for. 30k, nothing wrong with that. So 60% more heal there as well. On the third one here, you could get Men Pet, um, which is not too bad. You could also get the Animal Bond, which is going to give 10% increased healing to your pet too, so that just adds on to it. But the main one right here is going to be Glyph of Misdirection. Now, if you don't know what Misdirection does, pretty much any kind of threat that you have is going to be on whatever your Misdirection target's going to be. So he's going to hold aggro. The more damage you do, the better. So he's just going to keep holding aggro like crazy. But there is typically a cooldown on it. But this Glyph will let you reset that cooldown, and that's really great. Now, I'm going to show you how we use this to make it really, really effective. So now let's go into the macros. So a couple macros we have set up here, and I'll put them in the description down below to help you out. We have Misdirection plus Multi-Shot. So all you do is the tooltip, Multi-Shot, and cast and show all that right there for Misdirection, and it's going to target your pet. Doesn't matter, you can use any pet you want to, just use the word pet there. Whatever pet you have, it's going to target that one, misdirect, and then also cast Multi-Shot right as it does that. So that's definitely huge because you can add that into any ability really. Well, most of the abilities. Some of the abilities doesn't work too well with, but most of the abilities you can add it with, and it really helps out because every time you do something, your pet's going to gain aggro, and that's pretty much the point of it. You don't want to be taking any damage. You want him to take all the damage, you heal him through it, and AoE the mobs down. You can also do it for the Arcane Shot here as well. Same thing. Had it for Explosive Shot as well, which is my E. I also had for the Men Pet as well. And then finally, I was going to do it for the Explosive Trap, but I don't think it works for Explosive Trap. I think it kind of up. But that's pretty much what it is, and I can show you an example real quick on what this looks like. Let's see, I'll do the Men Pet one real quick. Okay, so boom, you can see Misdirect's up there, and he's getting healed. Simple as that, guys. It's really easy. Definitely really awesome. If you're going to be doing a lot of farming once you hit 90, I think this is the optimal spec for that because you want to be AoEing like crazy, getting those Spirits of Harmony, stuff like that. Even just getting the skins, the materials, the cloth, everything like that. AoEing is the name of the game now, especially with AoE looting, and this is the best AoE spec for hunters. I plan to also maybe do some guides for other classes as well. I'm probably going to do one for Rogue once Blizzard kind of figures out what they're doing with Rogues, because they're nerfed, they're not nerfed, they're nerfed, they're not nerfed. We'll kind of figure out what's going on with that. But in the meantime, as far as the talents go too, you could pretty much do anything you want. The only one that would be the most important, I think, would be Spirit Bond, because you want him to be regenerating some health. You could use Aspect of the Hawk if you're taking too much damage, but you really shouldn't be taking damage. Thrill of the Hunt is definitely the best, I'm going to say, because you keep proccing the cheaper multi-shots, so you're spamming multi-shots, so definitely go with that. I like Post Haste because it gives you that range and it lets you sprint to mob to mob to mob to pull more mobs. Silencing Shot just because there's really no other choice as far as that, and it's nice you can pull in ranged mobs closer to you and your pet, so definitely nice too as well. Lynx Rush is not really going to be as good anymore. They're nerfing that, I believe, tomorrow or today when this video goes out, or whenever I decide to put this video out. But they're pretty much nerfing this right here to be more of like a dot type thing. So maybe do Murder of Crows, maybe do Blank Strike. It's really up to you. Just kind of go for it right there. And obviously you won't be 90, so you won't have Glaive Toss. But when you do hit 90, I like Glaive Toss more than the other two. I haven't really tested the other two too much, but Glaive Toss is nice for farming as well. So just showing you guys my spec that I use here. Those videos will be on the screen to the right for my UI and for my leveling from 87 to 90 guide that I made. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to hit a thumbs up and join the Ninja Army by hitting subscribe up top. You can also donate down below. The donations are looking great this week. I want to thank everybody, and I will be posting the top donator of the week at the end of the week. Till next time, I'll see you later.